The leaks just keep on coming with regards to Super Manga Chapter 59. We now have even more information on the Goku versus Moro fight. I want to let you know we're going to get into some major spoilers here. We're going to talk about Vegeta and things like that. So if you do not want to be spoiled, this is not the video for you. I'm going to give you a few seconds here to realize that. We're going to go into some stuff that happens in Dragon Ball Super Manga Chapter 59. New leaks, new manga leaks, panels and whatnot, pages. So, all right, that's it. We're going to get into it now. You've had enough time. Dragon Ball hype, first of all, thank you for getting these leaks. First and foremost, Vegeta. Let's talk about Vegeta here, as you can see on your screen. Vegeta is still training. Vegeta is still with the Yard Rats training, not wanting to leave until he completes his training. Based on what we're seeing on the way this is being written, it does appear more and more. The more we see, the more time goes by with every chapter, every subsequent chapter, that Vegeta is going to have a major role in defeating Moro. He might end up being the hero, or he might at least bring an assist to Goku, like what he did with Gohan, or possibly, just him and Goku together could be victorious over Moro. But right now, Vegeta's completely in the Goku role. In Dragon Ball, Goku's always the one that's kind of training, or something's happening to him where Toriyama writes him out of the story, and then everybody else gets to turn against the villain. They did it in the Frieza saga, Cell saga, Boost saga, even the Piccolo arc. It happened with Master Roshi and Ten Shinhan both failing to defeat Piccolo until Goku shows up, right? So here the roles have been reversed, and we've talked about this in the past. I've done videos with Oppai Senpai about this, and several singular videos of myself. It looks like there's a very strong possibility that Vegeta is going to end up being the hero, or at least have a big role to play here. And then continuing on with the story here, Goku and Gohan, of course, just marveled at the power of Ultra Instinct Goku, who is still taking it to Moro. Moro's taking punishment here, but the fight does not go the way that you think, as Luke Skywalker said. Now, there is a conversation here to be had with Beerus, Mirus, and the Angels. The Angel Whis. Except that right now, I do not have a translation for you. So when the manga chapter comes out, which should be in about a day or two, I will have a full review with complete translations. We'll have all that here on the channel, and I'll go through like what was said, if it's important. But Mirus, of course, unlike Beerus and Whis, Mirus actually has, or appears to have, appears to be very invested, a very big investment in the outcome of this fight. There's been all kinds of theories thrown around for a while that Mirus could have been Moro's angel many millions of years ago, and they have a history together, or it could just be that Mirus is aware of Moro's incredibly dangerous abilities, like his energy absorption and whatnot. So, next panel here, we have really great paneling, and we got to give Totaro credit here. Great paneling. Goku here looking, confident, of course, as he always seems to be when he has a new transformation, and now he can do it at will, powering up. And of course, with Ultra Instinct, a lot of it is it's more of a defensive type of maneuver. In general, like obviously it does raise your power. It's been proven, in the series that even Ultra Instinct Omen does make you stronger. It's not quite completed Ultra Instinct's level of power. I've discussed that in several videos. There's a misconception out there that Omen is only a speed boost. That is not true. It's obviously, it's got better defensive properties, but the offense still increases. It just doesn't have as much offense as the completed version. Now, moving on, we do have another major set of panels here that I want to get into. And Dragon Ball Hype actually says that he believes that that at first he believed that Moro actually defeated Goku, and then he's not sure now. We'll talk about that because it looks like Moro may have actually defeated Goku. We're going to get into it here, which to me is a major revelation, because again, that adds even more evidence that Vegeta will have a bigger role in this arc. So I love this shot right here. Goku with a big shot to the body right here. Moro, I mean, the way that Toyotaro drew this, Moro looks stunned. He's taking punishment here. Ultra Instinct is not something to laugh at, and we're seeing evidence of that right here. Goku's eyes just look so, so wide. And why is that? Because as you can see, Moro also connected with Goku in the stomach. So both these guys hit each other to the body at the same time. I love that. We've seen like Majin Vegeta and Goku do this kind of stuff like to their faces. but this is to the body. And you know, it's interesting because Goku is selling. Goku's look on his face is like, oh crap, I got hit. You know, so Moro himself is not a slouch when it comes to fighting. You know, don't ever think that Moro's just the energy absorption guy. This guy is a tough dude. And look at, I mean, he's doing, I don't know if I would say he's doing better than Jiren. I can't say that. Moro does have hacks that Jiren does not have, of course, but he's doing much more impressive against Ultra Instinct. And you have to remember that this Goku, even though it's still Ultra Instinct Omen, it has the same properties of Ultra Instinct from the Tournament of Power. Remember, this is a Goku who has trained. This is a Goku with an angel for 3 months. A Goku who has fought Broly prior to this arc. The Broly story happened. I went into it in detail. And, you know, this is a stronger Goku. Even in UI Omen, this is a stronger Goku than the one that Jiren faced off against in the Tournament of Power. In theory. I love this shot right here. Goku with a big... This spin kick looks freaking awesome. There was a very similar spin kick that Goku did on Namek against Frieza, which was actually in the manga. I don't recall it being in the anime, but I think it was in the manga. And also in the Resurrection F... Trunks, like when they aired Resurrection F on TV and they had that special where they had that exclusive footage of like when they recapped the Frieza saga and like they showed like the Goku versus Frieza fight animated by Takahashi. If you remember, they actually animated it there. That was way more manga accurate than what we got in the anime. So I thought that was interesting. But overall, it looks good. And Moro still has his abilities, of course, to fling objects at Goku. Now, moving on, we still have more to cover here. Goku, of course, bringing the heat. You know, lefts and rights. Moro's blocking it. No, the fight looks to be a lot of fun. I do predict this chapter to be very action heavy. Just based on all the leaks we've gotten. But remember, this is not the entire manga chapter. There's still more to come. There's still more things that could happen. And I don't know how the chapter ends. We don't know the actual, like, final pages yet, to my recollection, to my knowledge. Not recollection, to my knowledge. So we don't know if we're going to get a winner here or not. But I'm pretty sure we do have a winner, which we're going to get to here in the next panel. So this is the big one right here. Moro has Goku from behind. He's got him grabbing that bear hug. Very similar to the one that Cell did to Gohan and the one that Toppo did to Goku. And as you can see right here, it appears like Moro is draining Goku's energy. However, some preliminary English translations have stated that is not the case. However, the finalized translations for this manga chapter are not out yet, and they won't be out for a couple more days when the chapter actually drops on the official Shonen Jump app and on Viz's website. So we'll all take a look at it then. But it looks like that may be the case. But regardless, whether or not Moro actually did take Goku's energy, it looks like Goku is back in base form. Look at his eyes right here. Those are not the eyes of Ultra Instinct. Goku appears to be back in base. Now, whether he did that to conserve his energy or to not allow Moro to drain more energy, I can't really say, because remember, transformations actually help Moro. When Goku was fighting Moro in Red and Blue, he was able to absorb that power and disable their transformations. If you remember that, this could be a situation here where Moro disabled Ultra Instinct Omen. And if that's the case, then these guys are really in trouble, because then Moro has so many incredible hacks, dude, that not even a new transformation will be able to beat him, which is what I've been trying to say now for a while, that I see Dragon Ball fans all the time posting, you know, Vegeta's gonna get a new form and Goku. You gotta let this go about the new forms. That's not how you beat this guy. Broly is not how you beat this guy. You can't beat this guy with more power. The more power you have, the easier it is for him to drain it. You cannot defeat him with power. Even if Goku, Vegeta, and Broly all teamed up and jumped this guy, he can absorb them. So the key here is going to be, Goku obviously is trying speed to beat him, and it appears to be working for a while, but if he can just absorb you when he gets his hands on you, or even without, then that's not going to work. So, or disable your transformation. So the key here is whatever Vegeta learns. Vegeta is going to have to learn how to cancel or nullify Moro's abilities, which is a video that I did with Oppai Senpai a few weeks ago. I will link to it at the end of this video, because you definitely got to watch it, because it's not about transformations. It's not like, to beat this guy, it's going to take some real thinking. It's going to take using their thinking outside the box. It's just not about gaining a new power and suddenly being rage and angry, you know, and rage and angry like in the previous arcs of Dragon Ball. That's not what this is about here. This guy is providing serious trouble for our heroes. So let me know in the comments what you think. If you have a solution to beat Moro, I'd love to hear it, of course. And again, I will have a full review of this manga chapter up on the channel when it drops in the next couple of days. And then we'll have more discussions, I'm sure, after that. Because I do have some ideas about where they could go. But again, I don't know for certain until I read the chapter. That way I can kind of digest it and kind of think about it. So again, let me know what you think. Thank you once again. Hope you have a great day. And remember to take care of yourself and each other. Don't forget that.